Here we go, sweetheart. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Garrett, Casey, Tony Guri, Giovanni, Eddie, Rosa en Zanderlientje. So cool. So what to say? It's Sunday evening and I'm so happy to be here with you. Let's get started. Feel free to share and whatever. Let's see.
Garrett, how was Bob Dylan?
Excellent. Very good indeed. Yes, I enjoyed it. And the wife also enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday, right? We were thinking of you when you were there.
Well, I was traveling there. It was actually on the Sunday night. And I
Ah,
stayed in the area for a couple of days. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, excellent. Very small venue. Very intimate, you know.
so it was
Right.
it was like 30 years before, whatever the hell that means.
Yes, there was a man there in the hotel in the morning. I was going to speak to him, but he was German, so I couldn't understand what he was saying to me. But
Who
I think
cares?
he had, yeah.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
And
Good.
another man in the pub, he said that he previously seen Bob Dylan in 1966.
Wow.
Only two occasions.
What
Very
kind of
Yeah,
music does he do? What's his genre?
It's sort of rock folk, I would say.
What is the genre?
Yeah, like rock. Can't say the words rock. What did I say then? Folk.
Folk. Yeah.
He's almost a poet, almost, who put music to poetry. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's very good indeed. Yeah.
country rock or country folk, something like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you'd like Dylan, Eddie. I think you'd like Bob Dylan.
Hmm. I think I would. I like to listen to music in my headphones and I like close my eyes. It's like a sea of music.
Thanks
when
for
was the last
sharing, Gareth.
time, Garrett? Yeah, sorry.
Sweetheart?
Yeah.
When was the last time you said the time before? It was 30 years ago?
Maybe 1984, I think, for me.
Oh, okay.
So a long time as well. Yeah.
Oh, your 30 years is different than anyone else's 30 years?
Yes, that's right. The other gentleman was 1966. So how long ago was 1966? A very long time.
Which year was Woodstock?
69 was it?
Tonight? That was the first time I saw Bob Dylan in the movies.
About 55 years ago, around that.
Casey, you saw Bob Dylan 55 years ago?
Times. Yeah, I miss those times, man. Bob Dylan, just walking around and you can say hi to him. You'd be like, hey, my friend.
Casey, sweetheart, nice to see you, boy. What's up there?
Good to see you too. Everything's different every day, but it still feels the same kind of. And it's so wonderful to see you guys. It feels like it's been forever, you know. Yeah, looking for jobs, looking for work. I got a job down at the gas station that I really love, actually.
What are you doing there?
I am talking to people, pretending like I know stuff. Like, what kind of cigar do you want? And like, here's this whole selection of cigars. Like, what kind of addiction would you like today? So I'm selling and propagating addiction, and I love it because I get to say good morning to people and pretty much give them a big smile and yeah.
So Casey is in his element.
Yeah, basically. That's my element. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful, sweetheart. Beautiful.
How about
Okay.
you? How about you, Rosa?
Here it's booming, sweetheart, but I'm more curious about the stories here from the friends here. So feel free now. Tony Guri, sweetheart, what's going on there? You want to share something?
Hello, everybody.
Tony.
Hey.
I don't know. I was thinking that that's very curious, no? A bunch of people sharing what we don't really know what I am sharing. There's here looking forward to speaking, but without knowing what I'm going to say, because I don't know. I don't know. What are you doing? We doing here? It's amazing.
Yeah,
We don't know.
totally.
We don't know.
We really don't know.
That's fantastic. That's
Yeah.
really fantastic.
Beautiful, Tony. I can totally feel it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's amazing and beautiful.
Yeah, nice. Sweetheart Anderlinchen. So today you got a hase, right? A rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Share a bit, sweetheart, with Japilijntje.
Well, I was out hunting with the dog, and I shot a like it's a big rabbit. I don't know how you call it in England or America. It's like a rabbit with
A
big
hare?
ears. Yeah,
A
a
Yeah.
hare.
hare.
Air.
Yeah, there's nothing more to it. So we're
Did you?
going to. Sorry, we're going to eat it.
Oh, I was gonna ask if you got to pet it. Okay, you're gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Oh,
No,
you should have some carrots.
You don't
I
play
don't.
with your food, man. You
I
just
don't.
kill it and
I
you eat
don't
it.
pat my dinner. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't like tickle your dinner and give it the.
I just eat it. I just eat it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a city
Oh,
boy.
but it's funny, you know, when it comes
Oh,
to not knowing, you know, what not knowing. It's a funny thing, you know. I would say that's even not known. It's just like a word salad in a way. Somebody's waving. Maybe we need to wave there.
We're all waiting.
But I
that
mean,
was my
yeah,
roommate. She, yeah, she was saying hi. I'm on
yeah,
the top of a
Tommy, not
window.
knowing. So you said it's magical, or what were your words there? Tell me.
no words and any word, no, not knowing all encompasses, and there's no words, no words. Any word works, and at the same time, all words are welcome. It's not working. Do you hear me?
I hear, but
Yes.
There
I
is
hear
a
some.
background
Oh,
sound. I
sorry.
don't know if it's you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
This is it too. Boom.
Yes. Lately, I have realized that a lot of people, or between us, we say that's just a thought. It's only a thought, but that doesn't mean anything, because there are any else that words and thoughts. Then that it's just a thought, but it's fantastic. A thought, because the thought is the way that we function. No words, thoughts, sharing, feeling that that's not working, and feeling that seems that makes sense, and there's not sense at all. Words, thoughts, but nothing else, and nothing less.
Let's put it like this, Tony. Life is already functioning without us. Life doesn't give a shit about us.
Absolutely.
Let's be honest.
And we are struggling with thoughts and words, but life doesn't give a shit, no? Yes. Yes.
Sweet. Sweetheart, you want to add something to this knowing?
But is
Unknowing?
there life without us?
I don't know, Giovanni. Is there life without us? What are we? What is us?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, wondering if there is life without us, or if there is an us or no us or whatever. It's already just
Yeah.
whatever thoughts seem to suggest that there is or isn't. You're anyway fucked.
What if language was never invented? Is there life still?
I mean, it's funny, you know, all these, I mean, you know, what if that, then this, you know, what if I was not real? What if I am real or whatever? You know, this is just a certain type of diarrhea, which is just simply uncontrollable. So, to be honest, I don't give a fuck if this is real or not real, or if it's happening or not happening.
Oh gosh.
You know, some seem to really wait for the moment when the eyeballs turn inside. I talked about this with Andrea. Some really think, you know, going to Tony Parson or Jim Newman will do something, you know, that you don't see a body anymore. That is totally, you know, you don't see it anymore. It's just in a way funny.
Sweetheart, wait, let me intervene. There are a lot of people having a glimpse, a so-called glimpse, where there is a so-called realization that there is no one indeed. There is just a hand, or there is even no body. And then this apparent sense of a me comes back, and then there is this fucking drive going on, like searching to get back to this state, which is not a state, because now they had a glimpse of the truth, the so-called truth. And this is in a way, and then they go into spirituality or whatever. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
in a
but
way the
it's hard
game.
to go back. You know, to go back where?
Yeah.
Who's
That,
able to go back? You know, back to what?
and that the whole me structure is it's its whole thing right there, right? It always thinks it's got to get rid of the me.
Exactly.
The me is not it. This is not it. It's always saying this is not it. I'm not
Gotta
there
get
yet.
back somewhere or
I'm
go
not there. I
somewhere.
was there, but I'm not there. So it mainly goes right back to saying this is not this.
Well,
Yeah.
we can say there's just a me. You know, there's nothing else. There's
Yeah.
just simply no separated me.
Or
It's
you could
all
just
me.
say, yeah, you could say there's really no independent existing object, but then there's everything is just independence.
Yes. I mean, all there is me.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
You just call it a me, or call it awareness, or call it consciousness, or Brahman.
Yeah, or whatever. Or yes.
Doesn't
Or
matter.
boundless love, or a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
You know, there's no separated box of chocolates beside this so-called box of chocolates.
The only thing that seems to mind is the word that seems to not being accepted as the top dog.
Yes, you know, because when you're into God, you don't like to hear that it's that there's
Yeah.
everything is no God. You want to hear that it's just God. What else?
Right.
It
Yep.
cannot be something else than God. And when you're a non-dualist, then you only have to hear that there's no me.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear there's a me, people start freaking out, you know, oh shit, this is not non-dual enough.
You don't have enough awareness yet.
I am one of those who get freaks out when he hears the word me.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
for Geo,
as something separate, you know, it just doesn't
Oh,
make
yeah.
any sense.
yeah, it's beautiful because I'm here. There's no talking about the separated me. There's, there's nothing separated from
Oh,
as far as it seems. So there's just me, but there's no separated me doing the meing or whatever, So there's
and
just
what if
Giovanni,
and
don't
what
worry.
if there is and what if there is the meaning? That's
Well,
also
it's only
beautiful, isn't
meing
it?
and being. There's no one doing the meing nor the being.
Exactly. It's totally impersonal.
It's
Yeah.
totally impersonal already from the get-go. I mean, it from the get-go sounds as if there actually something happened, something started.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
And
whole
the
thing
fu-
of
and
having
the
and
funny
talking and
thing
making
is,
it personal is impersonally happening.
Yeah,
Yes.
really.
yeah,
It is.
I like that.
Wanting to
Yeah.
become a better person is already impersonally this.
yeah.
There's
Trying to knock a
absolutely nothing
person.
behind the need to become a more loving person.
Oh, it's so exhausting. That
It is.
terrible.
It is
Horrible.
exhausting. That's how it feels, though. I mean, it's
Oh
not
my God.
that whole feeling of exhaustion, though. That's not exhausted itself. It's fully alive. There's no exhaustion in the exhaustion itself.
Yeah,
Not for real though.
exhaustion
Yeah.
doesn't mind, it doesn't care. It doesn't never get tired.
Just full on
Exhaustion
feels
never
like
gets tired.
exhaustion. You just feel exhausted with it. I'm exhausted with this, carrying this burden.
Who's exhausted? Oh
Yeah,
no.
who's exhausted?
No one.
I'm tired of this happening. You're not tired of this happening. You're just tired of saying
I'm so
this.
tired of this.
Yeah. So tired of happening.
Most of there can be just a deep set of, how you call it? This cannot be it. My lousy fucked up job and my wife nagging and kids and I have a bad job. This cannot be it.
When it stops happening, I'll be all right.
There needs to be something else.
If
Something
it's not,
better.
the funny thing is, like, someone they'll think they have to die, and that's where it's at. Well, then death will be the way out. The not happening will be where my happiness will be. Well, nothing's happening, so where's your happiness?
But in a way, sweetheart, Zonnelintje, what you just said, that this is in a way the thing, that in a way, everything is it already. And this is not a thing.
Wow.
And there
Oh yeah,
is
that's obvious.
this sense naturally arising. No, it's not this. It must be something else. No matter sex, drugs, rock and roll, going inside, enlightenment, awakening, self-realization, that's in a way the joke.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's awesome.
More serious it gets, the bigger of a joke it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it falls out and you took it so seriously, I mean, you just can't help but laugh.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So hard to take things serious, but when it's serious, it's like automatically serious.
Yeah, for sure.
It's full on serious. Yeah.
Oh, it's so serious.
It's so damn serious.
For a bit,
Yeah. Yeah.
Giovanni, I didn't get what did you say with the me and no me? What was it?
The separated
I'm
me
not
you
sure.
don't like.
Yeah.
The separated me cannot be there, but he was thinking we were talking about the separated me, right, Giovanni? As I understand it.
separate me.
Yeah, but even if there is the movement of the separate me, as we were saying, it is also impersonal.
Yeah.
And the funny
Oh,
thing
of course, yes.
and the funny thing is that the moment you realize that even the meaning is impersonal, the meaning disappears, right?
It makes no sense
meaning
anymore. Let's
makes
put it
no
like
sense.
this. It's what is a me? It you cannot
Yeah.
simply. It's just you cannot.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. All the seriousness comes right out of the me.
Yeah.
Can't even take it serious no more.
We can
Mm.
say that's just the body mind functioning innocently, there's nothing behind it, there's no one inside doing the functioning. just functioning on its own.
Question even is like, how did I even fall for that? It'll come up and there'll be a burst of laughter after that too, because there's nobody there. Nothing behind the thought. It's just right, it's just there. That's it, and gone. There's nothing there.
It's like all you guys are in my head right now, and I'm just seeing these pictures and things. And
There is a song here in Brazil that says that the time of sleeping feeds the time of being awake. Feeds, right? And I think it really applies because it's you, when we fall asleep, I mean, in the living sleep, uh, it's it's it sort of feeds the time of being awake when there is no me. So when the me appears, it sort of uh, makes things sometimes easier to relate in the world, and it's sort of necessary because you cannot live 24 hours a day without the me, right?
Oh, easy.
Sweetheart, wait.
It's gonna happen.
This is now interesting because Xander Lynching claims in a way that there was never a sense of a me. So we can see that over there, life is also beautifully taking place. So I cannot say this because he was the sense of a me or still is, or whatever this means. As I said, I don't know. Xander?
Yeah, this is the question I have been making to Sander many times.
Well, we talked about it, you know.
Yeah.
There's no
tell
sense
me.
of a me nor a sense of no me. I mean, and you know, and it's this, whatever this is, doesn't need anything additional. I mean, the very idea that it needs something additional is already just simply this.
That's nice.
No,
Yeah.
it's not the idea of something needing to be added. But when you relate to people, I mean, it is totally automatic. You don't have, I have asked this you so many times that, you know, but when you relate to people, I mean, can you talk about it? When you relate to the grocery, to the cashier, to your neighbors, to your family, I mean,
How you mean your family?
if is there not even then a sense of
There's no sense of owning a family, you know. There's no sense of this is my family, or the picture in the mirror in the morning that is my picture. There's no sense of this is my life or my words. There's no sense of ownership, you know, with the words stumbling out.
It's no different than just is having a belief in Santa Claus and that just falls away and you just don't believe it anymore. It can still rise up. People can talk about it and everything, and conversations come up, and you just see right through it. I mean, that's how it seems to be seen here. The only way that I can seem to relate to something like that, there was never a me here, is that it always felt kind of fictitious, and I never knew what it was. And then it was there, and then it was just so obvious that there was nothing there. It was just an empty thought all the time. All the other thoughts were always empty. I never identified with those thoughts, but there was something very special about the I and the me thought, that it was always talking to me or about me. And then suddenly it wasn't. It was just so clear that it wasn't. It was just another thought, just like any thought. It was always like
it's the same
that was
doing.
different. The only thing that was there that wasn't no more was the belief in it. That was it. That's the only thing to disappear was the belief in it.
So Giovanni, for example, if there's a seeing of a tree, you don't feel that's your tree, right?
right.
But it's the same with seeing a face in the mirror in the morning.
Right.
There's no sense of that is my face.
Right.
And with talking, there's no additional sense that I'm doing the talking, nor is there a sense of these are my words.
Or there's other my's over there. Their
Right.
my holds their face.
I have a sense that I'm
Talking.
talking, and these are my words, and look in the mirror, and it's me. It's a sense, a sensey.
Yeah.
A sense.
Well, the sense
But it doesn't matter, you know.
The sense is
anyway,
everything. You're feeling the sense of everything. That's everything. This aliveness is there, but it's being associated with that thought.
Yeah, yeah.
Because once
But
that thought
you know,
drops on, then you realize it never had to do with that thought. It's actually just everything. It's not. It's nothing and everything. It's just.
It's not really something. Yeah,
Right. It's not a body. It's
yeah.
not. It's not a body that's breathing no more. It's literally everything's breathing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's clear.
Yeah.
But the question is about
That.
Sanders is when he says that he never felt.
Right.
no,
Well, apparently that can happen because
that's
I mean,
exactly. That's
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
can never talk about the shift, and I can never give instructions.
yeah.
There
Here it
was
felt like a shift. Here it felt like a shift. So and he didn't have the fight. He wouldn't have had that fight where everyone seemed to come up and keep trying to remind them he was a me and you're
Yeah.
Gregory. And then there was this fight going on with Gregory started fighting with everyone. Stop trying to put that ego that's in your head. You're trying to put it on me. That's not me. That's
Yeah,
not who I am.
but
And there was this big fight with
but
that all the time. And it was
for
a really.
that you
I'm
for
sorry.
that you for that you would have to have a very beautiful and loving upbringing, right? With no conflict whatsoever during your childhood, during your teenage time, because the first challenge, real challenge for a child, something hits him, and he suddenly feels that something is wrong
Yeah,
inside.
suddenly there's violence. Like a child,
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've actually watched a child that never been hit before and seen him get hit for the first time by another child that wanted the toy he was holding on to, and they never hit him or anything. And then I seen the other kid walk over and bop him on the head and take his toy from him. And that kid, I
Mm.
saw the horror on his face. He was so shocked. He couldn't believe he got hit. He didn't even cry at first. His mouth just opened up and he just like, and then it took a long while and he started crying. It was just total horror. Like what happened? Like he didn't understand that at all. He just got bopped in the head, and it was just like, and the kid just wanted the toy. He didn't understand what he did either. He just went over and bopped this little infant on the head, took his toy.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember when it happened to me. I was around 6, 7 years old. Yeah.
What
Before
happened?
that, before that, there was no division really, nothing, and the conflict of a 7 years old child began uh, at school, bullying and fighting, and then I remember not exactly a moment, but I know that that was the time where something was deeply created inside.
Yeah, yeah. There
Wow,
was
beautiful.
same here. Saying there was a lot of that here in childhood as well. A lot of bullying and stuff on the playground. A lot of fighting through school, and went right into the teenage years and got really violent there too as well. It was stuck in that for a long time, and seeing that, in fact, even looking at the whole world is seeing it violent. Literally, would look down the street, look down side streets when driving down a boulevard, would see violence happening on the side streets, and then it was just like surrounding everywhere. And then someone might come up and talk like Gandhi to me, and it sounds so surreal. I didn't want to hear that at all. Like you're lying.
People really don't trust each other. They don't trust each other at all, I think, so often.
But it just seems like for the individual, there's a whole lot of that struggling going on. But it's not just for them. Look at animals. Look at animals in the wild. I
Yeah,
mean,
there's violence. Yeah, yeah.
It's in a
it's
way, it's in
funny.
a way. Sorry, sweetheart.
It's funny, because there seems to be all types of ideas that when there's no sense of a self, that then everything is different. You turn the other cheek, but it's just bullshit.
yeah, it is. It
Probably
still happens.
animals don't have a sense of self, but when you take their food, they bite your hand. It's the same.
Yeah.
If some, I
Yeah.
can kick your ass when this can defend itself without having the sense of a self.
Right.
Oh,
Just
sure.
like it always did.
I would say
Yeah.
It was
this
already
is
like that. It's just a functioning. It has nothing
yeah,
to do with you.
beautiful,
Yeah.
sweetheart. This is in a way what I try to express with this booming aliveness is the full-on functioning
Yeah.
in order to survive very naturally so. And
Yeah.
here is a small discotheque running. Okay, sweethearts, before I forget, use the same link to connect again when we are kicked out into the second part, okay? Yeah, but continue, sweetheart.
I mean, the whole thing with sense of me or feeling like me, it's all innocent. There's no one behind it doing it or not doing it. It's just simply, It can drop, maybe. I don't know about if it can drop or not. Here it was never the case, so it's different, you know. But it doesn't mean that there seems to be characters claiming that it can be dropped or it can be there and it can go away or whatever.
Yeah, even the ones that where it seems to not drop, where people talk about it and say it's not dropping, and they seem to be practicing and practicing all the way up into their 70s and 80s, and then they die. They never have their self-realization. That's still this.
Yes.
They didn't. There's no. They didn't lose anything. They didn't gain anything.
No.
The
It was
shitty
never
ass life
about that.
though.
It's never about gaining or losing anything, and then gaining and losing still happens.
Of course.
Yeah. It's not really happening. That's the story, though. The story still gets to happen. So it's just like the seeing through the story. So what? The story happens. It's kind of beautiful because it happens and it's just completely forgiven. Like there's no fight with it no more. It's just like it's okay.
And Gregory,
Yeah.
who is seeing that this is a
Nobody.
story?
Nobody's seeing it. The story's claiming to see itself.
The words, you know.
Yeah, that's the only thing that can claim to see itself as a story. But they're seeing is happening. There's nothing really to attach until a thought seems to arise and saying that seeing's happening, it's my seeing, blah blah blah. And
Let me throw in the
Sorry.
word it's energetic. What's
Yeah.
coming up there? What's
Yeah.
coming up
Well, even
there?
the words trying to describe it is energetic. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Ask how's the guy named Madden?
Kenneth,
Ask Madden. You know, he can tell you all about energy, what it is, and that everything is energy, and
not
even
only
that
him. A lot of
and
people are
everything
using energetic.
it's all
Oh, yeah.
energy.
Chakras is a big deal these days.
It's all energy.
Tony Guri, sweetheart, what is coming up there when it's been said it's energetic? It's nothing
Well,
to do about understanding. It's energetic.
it's a word. It's life. Life. One could say it's life. It's energy. The same word. Meaning, it's not graspable. It's not explainable. It's not describable. It's this. Is doing this, saying energetic. And I'm thinking about the me another time. I don't know what the me is. I don't know if here
Right.
is still a me or is not.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's
Exactly.
The mystery.
something that wants to be loved, that likes to be liked, that gets reactive when someone disturbs or disappoints.
Yeah.
But it's not serious. It's empty. It has no driver, but function on its own. That's a me. This is a me. It's empty. Absolutely, it has not meaning. No,
Yeah.
But there's something here going on. Let's say me or no me. Bah, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Nobody knows. It's not needed to know about me. Me.
Yeah.
Like we said in the beginning, it's all me. There's nothing else.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, and it's kind of like to me is just like this open mystery that just keeps to unravel right here and now. And then anything you try to pin on it and try to know it as that goes too. That just blows away too. So it stays continuously free. It's like there's always the question is what am I or what is this? And it's just constantly showing itself. But there's nowhere to stand. There's nowhere to say, oh, here I am and this is what I am now, and then try to separate from anything else that seems to be happening. It's just this. Just what's happening, and that's it. That's all you are. I mean, I or am. We can all say there's a bunch of we here, and we are all this, you know. But you're just playing with words.
I am watching this funny, subtle movement that says that something is seeing this.
Yeah.
Something must be aware of this. And it's not true.
No,
I mean,
I'm trying to grasp.
nothing is seeing, nothing is being aware. And it's really amazing that
Trying to escape this uncertainty into some kind of certainty that's a doubt anyway.
Oh, yeah,
Nothing
saving
is
mechanism.
Well,
a
it's,
what?
yeah, to try to cover up this uncertainty that's here all the time. It's always uncertain.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of this is it's beautifully uncertain.
And then you die.
Uh-huh.